Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I hope you are all doing well. This is Miss Razan, and today we're going to continue our lesson, Pearl and Wagner, two good friends. In the previous class, we stopped at page 19, where we explained that this story is a fantasy. It's talking about two good friends. They are Pearl, the bunny, and Wagner, the mouse. And we explained that fantasy means that it's never could happen in real life. It could never happen in real life. It's not a real story and someone made it up. Today we're going to continue from page 20 until page 24. Please, I need you to open your book. Sorry, page 23. I need you to open your books, page 20, and let's start together. Yeah, ready? Let's start.
Let's see what everyone has made, said Miss Starr. Uh-oh, said Wagner. He had not made anything yet. Lulu raised her hand. I made a walkie-talkie, she said. I was going to do that, said Wagner. I made paper airplanes, said Bud. This chart shows how far they flew. Wagner slapped his head. Why didn't I think of that?
Okay. Their teacher, her name is Miss Starr, she came to the class to check on everybody's project. So the teacher came and said, okay, let's see what everybody has made. Wagner said, uh-oh. That's why, because he didn't make anything. He was only playing the whole time, thinking of doing something, but he didn't start. Lulu raised her hand. A girl in the class, her name is Lulu, and if you can see, she's a duck. She made a walkie-talkie. Wagner, he said, I was going to do that. But Wagner, you didn't do anything, right? Okay, another classmate, his name is Bud, he said, I made paper airplanes. And this chart shows how far they flew. Chart, teacher, it's a piece of paper that says information in it, like I explained in the worksheet I sent. But he made paper airplanes. He let each airplane flies and then he write how far each airplane go. Wagner slapped his head. Slapped means to hit his head so hard because feeling regret that he didn't think of this idea. He really loved the idea and he wished that he could have think of this idea and did it. But he didn't. So now we have two students. We have Lulu, who made a walkie-talkie, and we have Bud, who made paper airplanes. Let's continue to page 21 and see what's happened next.
Henry showed how to get electricity from a potato. Henry is a brain, said Pearl. Pearl, Wagner said, remember how I held the boxes together while the glue dried? I remember, said Pearl. Remember how I told you to give the robot bigger eyes? Asked Wagner. Pearl nodded. I remember.
Okay. Miss Stars continued in the class, and there was a student, his name was Henry. He had an electricity potato. How does that work? He got a potato and he was trying to make electricity out of the potato. What is electricity, teacher? Electricity where you get the light. See in the class or in the house where you have a button that you turn on and off the light? This is electricity. Now, Henry, he was trying to make some electricity like a light out of a potato. Pearl, she said, Henry is a brain. What do you mean by Henry is brain? It means he is so smart. So if you want to describe someone of being so smart, we can say he or she is a brain. Until now, Wagner has nothing. So he starts saying, Pearl, Wagner said. Remember how I held the boxes together while the glue dried? He was trying to let Pearl see that he helped her with her project, even though his help was a little bit and not so much, but he was trying to convince Pearl that he can be her team buddy with her in her project. So he said, "Do you remember when I helped you with the boxes when you glued them and I hold the boxes for you?" Pearl said, "Yeah, I remember." And then he continued, "So, do you remember how I told you to give the robot bigger eyes when you draw small eyes on the robot? And I told you, Pearl, they look so small." Pearl nodded. "I remember." Nodded, teacher, it means to move your head up and down so you are agreeing with the speaker or you agree with something. So, what do you think Wagner was trying to do? What do you think? Well, I think he was trying to convince Pearl to go with her or be with her in her project so she can tell the teacher that they are together in the team. We will see. Does Pearl listen to him and tell the teacher that? We will see. Let's go together to page 22.
Your turn, Pearl, said Miss Star. I made a trash-eating robot, said Pearl. She looked at Wagner. He was slumped down in his seat. Wagner and I made it together, said Pearl. Wagner sat right up again.
Okay, so the teacher came to Pearl and asked her, "It's your turn, sweet Pearl. Can you tell me what you made for your project?" Pearl said, "I made a trash-eating robot." Then she looked at Wagner. If you look at page 22, the first picture up to the right, you're going to see Wagner sitting down in his chair, putting his head on the table. He slumped down in his seat. What do we mean by slumped down on his seat? It means that he was ashamed. He was feeling not happy and sad because he was disappointed that Pearl didn't say that they worked together. Then Pearl looked at him and she said, "Wagner and I made it together," she said. Oh, she is so good friend. She is a very nice friend. She is a very nice person because she thought that, okay, he's my friend and I'm going to help him. When Pearl said that, Wagner sat right up again. He felt happy. He was so happy because Pearl engaged him and she told the teacher that they are working together. So he was happy now. Okay, let's see page 23, the last page for today.
Pearl pulled the robot's string. She pulled too hard. The robot's head fell off. Uh-oh, said Wagner. I guess you two friends have more work to do, said Miss Star. I guess so, said Pearl. But I don't mind, because Wagner and I will do all of the work together. Uh-oh, said Wagner.
Okay, so now Pearl and Wagner wanted to show the teacher their project. So Pearl pulled the robot's string or the thread that she had at the top of the box. She pulled too hard and uh-oh, the robot's head fell off. She broke it. Wagner said, "Uh-oh." The teacher said, "I guess you two friends have more work to do. You have to work hard on your project. It needs a little bit of amendment." Pearl said, "I guess so. But I don't mind because Wagner and I will do all of the work together." Now, Pearl, she is trying to tell Wagner, now because you are part of my team, you're going to help me and you're going to work. You are not only going to sit there pretending that you are a member of the team while doing nothing. So it's time to work, Wagner. You cannot stay seated doing nothing. Right? Do you agree with me? Since he wants to work, since he wants to be a part of the team, he has to work. Right? Wagner said, Oh, it means that he understands now. He has to work hard for the project. I think it's a very nice story. And I think Pearl is a very nice person. She takes care of her friends. We're going to stop here today, teacher. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to send your questions to me. We're going to continue tomorrow to see what's going to happen in our story, Pearl and Wagner, two good friends.